in the picturesque town of Willowbrook. Nestled between rolling hills and a tranquil river, lived two families whose histories were intertwined with threads of joy and sorrow. The Taylors and the Parkers had shared their lives for generations, their destinies intricately woven together like the tapestry of a bygone era. But a storm of resentment had brewed over the years, casting a shadow on their once harmonious relationship. Evelyn Taylor, the matriarch of the Taylor family, still vividly remembered the day that had marked the beginning of the discord. It was a warm summer evening, and a festival had enveloped Willowbrook in a vibrant celebration. Evelyn Taylor, the matriarch of the Taylor family, still vividly remembered the day that had marked the beginning of the discord. It was a warm summer evening, and a festival had enveloped Willowbrook in a vibrant celebration. Lucas and Evelyn's son, Michael, had been best friends since childhood, their bond stronger than the strongest oak. But the accident shattered that bond, casting blame and sorrow like a heavy fog. The Taylors grieved the loss of Lucas, while the Parkers harbored resentment towards Michael, believing he was responsible. As years went by, the once close-knit families grew apart. The Parkers moved to the opposite side of Willowbrook, and bitter memories became the foundation of their new life. Evelyn watched as her son withdrew into his guilt, his light dimmed by the weight of remorse. The vibrant town that had once flourished with laughter now carried an air of sadness. One summer, as the warm winds carried the scent of blooming flowers through Willowbrook, a series of events set into motion a remarkable journey of healing and forgiveness. It began with a simple act of kindness. A young woman named Lily, with a heart full of compassion and a soul touched by the stories of the Taylors and the Parkers, decided to organize a town-wide picnic by the river. Her intention was to bridge the gap that had grown between the families, to let forgiveness flow like the waters of the river itself. Lily's efforts were met with resistance at first, as the wounds of the past were still fresh in the minds of the Taylors and the Parkers. But her persistence, fueled by the belief in the power of forgiveness, gradually began to thaw the icy barriers that had been erected over the years. Invitations were sent, and as the day of the picnic approached, a mixture of anticipation and anxiety filled the air. On the day of the event, families set up their picnic spots by the riverbank. Cautious glances exchanged across the distance that separated them. Children played, laughter echoed, and the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and pink. In the midst of the festivities, Lily approached Evelyn. Her eyes carrying a blend of hope and determination, she shared stories of her own experiences, of how forgiving had set her heart free from the shackles of resentment. Evelyn listened, her heart warming to the idea that perhaps forgiveness was the path to heal the wounds that had plagued their families for so long. As the day wore on, conversations began to flow between the Taylors and the Parkers. Shared memories of happier times emerged, and tears mingled with smiles as stories were recounted. The weight of the past began to lift, and an atmosphere of healing enveloped the gathering. And then, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the river, a moment of profound significance unfolded. Evelyn stood at the water's edge, her eyes fixed on the horizon. As Michael approached her, his heart laid bare. "Mom," he began, his voice quivering with emotion, "I can't change the past, I can't bring Lucas back, but I can ask for your forgiveness for the pain I've caused you and the Parkers." Evelyn turned to face her son, tears streaming down her cheeks. With a voice that carried the weight of years, she replied, "Michael, I forgive you, I forgive you. And I ask for your forgiveness too. Let us release the burden that has held us captive for so long." Their embrace was a culmination of decades of grief, anger, and longing, and as their tears mingled with the gentle waters of the river, the town of Willowbrook witnessed a transformation. A transformation that began with a simple act of kindness, blossomed with the power of forgiveness, and united two families once again. In the days that followed, the ripple effect of forgiveness spread throughout the town. The Taylors and the Parkers, once estranged, found themselves reconnecting in profound ways. Acts of kindness became a common sight, and the town of Willowbrook bloomed with a renewed sense of community. And so, The story of Willowbrook serves as a testament to the enduring power of forgiveness. A power that can mend even the deepest wounds, breathe life into the darkest corners of the heart, and illuminate a path towards healing, unity, and a brighter future.